Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Don Corleone. We are back with another video. You know what it is. So today we're gonna talk about what we all been waiting for: the Will and Jada Chris fiasco at the Oscars the other day. I know that's something that y'all have been wondering about and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna break that down. Did Chris Rock really deserve to get slapped? Is the question of today's video. Do you think he deserves to get slapped? That's the question of today's video. We're gonna dive right into it without further ado. So basically, for all those of you who don't know, I'll be surprised if you don't know, but Will actually slapped the shit out of Chris Rock yesterday at the Oscars because he made a joke about Jada. He referred to her as G.I. Jane because she has no hair and she's bald, right? So he made that little joke, which resulted in Will Smith mustering up the courage to slap this man's across the face. Like that was wow. I mean, that takes a lot of courage to do something like that. Like it was looking pretty savage, bro. Like I was like, wow, like this guy really just did that, it took like a lot of courage. I thought he would have fought back. I was like, bro, if someone did that to me, slapped me in the face, I'm fighting back. I will embarrass the whole black community on stage. I will fight back. Best believe you touch me, hey, don't test me. Don't test me. Okay, you lay hands on me, I lay hands on you. Like that, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm just really surprised, like, that this guy actually let that slide. Like, I was like, bro, like, props to him for holding his composure together while this all happened. Like, yo, like this guy, he kept because I guess he's a comedian. He's trained to, like, you know what I mean, kind of like go with the flow and kind of improvise things like that, things of that nature. But it's just like, bro, like the fact that he was able to hold his composure and like not fight back, it just shows real self-restraint, self-control in that situation. Which it's crazy though. It's crazy. Like, I was like, bro, if that was me, I probably would have fought back. Bro, like, even Shannon Sharpe said it best. Like, bro, like, best believe you touch me, like, you get, bro, like, you get hit back. You can't just slap someone and expect, nah. Like, who do you think you are? I feel like it's low-key because he was just an easy target. Because you got Will Pounds, or you got Will Smith, 200-pound, 6'3", Chris Rock, shorter guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine, let that be Dwayne Johnson. Let that be The Rock Johnson. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, it's just crazy because it's like, bro, where was that energy with August and the other entanglements? Where was this Will Smith during the other entanglements and during August? Where we needed this Will Smith back in August, but he was nowhere to be found. But we found him at the Oscars with Chris Rock. But where was this Will Smith during the month of August? Was he on vacation? Where was he? Nowhere to be found. But he showed up at the Oscars, all right. He the big bad. He showed up at the Oscars, all right, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was this energy in August, man? That's all I wanted. That's what I'm curious about. You know what I'm saying? But low-key, in all seriousness, though, I mean, I gave it a lot of thought and consideration. I tried to put myself in the shoes of Will Smith to understand, like, where he was coming from and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think he could have handled the situation a lot better. Like, he didn't have to go and slap the dude across the face. Like, he didn't have to do all that. He could have just pulled him aside, right, and had a civil conversation like a normal human being instead of slapping someone on national television and all that stuff. Like, I feel like that was a little out of pocket, right? And also, the joke wasn't even Chris Rock's joke. It wasn't even his joke. Like, it actually has been confirmed that the joke was written by like, I think it's like, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but like it was written by like the people who organized the Oscars and all that stuff. Like it was all like kind of like a scripted thing. Like the joke was predetermined, right? So if anything, he slapped him for nothing. If anything, he needs to have beef with the people who wrote the joke rather than Chris Rock, right? So Chris Rock really, like, he just got slapped for no reason. And Will Smith just looking there like, I don't know, it's not looking good for you, boy. It's not really looking good for you, know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, bro, like, I don't know. It's like the joke literally, it wasn't really written by him. So it's kind of like, I don't know what you're doing, bro. He definitely owes Chris Rock an apology, I think. And I think he definitely could have handled the situation better. Like, you know what I mean? He could have pulled him aside and told him, hey, bro, like, you know, that joke was kind of a little too far, you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, because I know, like, you know, Jada, she's got a condition with her hair and all that good stuff and all that stuff, right? And that's the thing, though, too, like, being a comedian and all that stuff. It's the industry. It's tough because, like, when you're a comedian, you know, you make fun of everything. Everything is a joke. You make fun of everything. It's supposed to be taken very lightly. It's comedy because you're supposed to take the light out of situations, you know. And I think that's one of the beauties of comedy, right? Like, it's not meant to be taken seriously. You could kind of escape reality in a way where it's like, you know what I mean? But we now live in a day and age where everything is a little bit, due to cancel culture and all this stuff, like, it kind of makes it hard for, like, comedy, like, you know what I mean? Like, movies used to be way more funnier back in the day, but due to cancel culture, it's not, movies are not as funny anymore because, you know, we're worried about hurting people's feelings and all that good and all that stuff. And yeah, it just makes things, it really just makes things a lot more difficult, you know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? It's really a double-edged sword because as a comedian, right? As a comedian, you gotta be ready for people to be, I guess, offended, right? Especially in today's day and age, like, you gotta be ready with the backlash that comes with it, that people might be upset and people might come for you, you might get canceled. But if you live in this shell of being scared of being canceled your whole life, then it's kind of like, then what is the point, right? Are you really being real and authentic at that point if you're walking on eggshells worried about getting canceled, right? Whereas to the other side, it's kind of like this balance of like, okay, where is the line? What can you joke about? What is acceptable? Like, it's a very difficult thing going on, right? Like, where is the line, right? And so, and I'm not by any means trying to downplay her illness or anything like that, right? Like, that's not what I'm trying to say at all. Because I know some people will try to spin this like, oh, like, you're downplaying, like, you know what I mean? Her illness and all that stuff. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Like, you know, it's unfortunate that she has that illness, right? And maybe they shouldn't have joked about that, right? Maybe it's something that she actually takes personally, right? Like, you never know that maybe too. Will is just going through a lot of stuff in his personal life, a lot of issues he was going through with Jada, and all those things that were just played an effect into why he did what he did. You know what I mean? I feel like all that stuff's just been building up. Like, he's got a lot of issues he's got to deal with. I think that's why he acted the way he did. You know what I mean? It was not even about the joke at all. I think it was just a lot of internal conflicts that he has in his personal life that he just had to take it out at that moment. I think he could have, you know, I don't know, done it in a better way, to be honest, instead of taking your anger out on someone. The Oscars. And I'm not defending Chris Rock by any means or anything. You know what I mean? Maybe he should have known better. Maybe he should have consulted Will before making the joke, you know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't his joke, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on neither side here, right? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm still calling out the faults on both sides. You know what I'm trying to say? But yeah, like, I feel like, you know, it's just a lot of internal conflicts, like with the Red Table Talk. Like, man's just been tired of getting roasted, getting flamed on the internet, right? And it's exhausting, right? So I can kind of see where the anger would come from, but at the same time, it doesn't justify what he did. He's a grown man, you know what I mean? He knows what he did. He should be more responsible, you know what I'm saying? He has a lot of internal conflicts that this dude has to deal with, and that's just the fact of the matter. But at the end of the day, I gotta say, like, I respect both these men because, you know, they were able to, you know, both Will and Chris, you know, both great men who were able to build something for themselves, you know, and create legacies for themselves, and, you know, do great things, and, you know, just create lasting impacts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, even though I don't agree with a lot of the down bad stuff that Will does, right? Like, even though I don't agree with a lot of it, like, I still got respect for the guy, because he was able to create something for himself. He was able to build an empire, right? Like, you got to give credit to where it's due. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was able to, you know, he won an Oscar, which he deserved. You know, he was a really great actor. Same with Chris Rock, you know, very talented guy. Like, you know, these guys are two masters of their crafts, right? You know, and that's something, you know, I just gotta pay homage to. I gotta respect it, you know what I'm saying? Because you can only use that as inspiration, you know what I mean? They're just, whenever I see someone in the process of, or someone who has created something for themselves, I just see nothing but inspiration there, right? Because it just shows that if you put your head down and work on your craft, right, you can achieve something. You know what I mean? You can build an empire of your own, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely think, like, I definitely have huge respect for both these men, right? Both successful black men, you know what I'm saying? I think we should all look at them as inspirations, you know what I'm saying? And look at it as inspiration to improve our lives, to get to that level, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way I see it. So, you know what I mean? In case one of these two gentlemen sees this video, you know what I'm saying? It's all love, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know, it's just entertainment at the end of the day, given my thoughts and opinions. But I still have, these men still have my respect at the end of the day, because, you know, what they were able to achieve is, you know, it's incredible. And, you know, I think it's something that, you know, people, you know what I mean, people should strive for, or, you know what I mean, just to, you know, these are two men who worked on their craft and put their head down, and they were able to become GOATs. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely gotta pay respect. Like, I definitely have got respect for anyone who is a trailblazer, you know, making an impact on the world, all that type of stuff. But those are my thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think. Do you think Will Wildin? Do you think Chris deserved it? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.